So, hi everybody. How many people know DEEZER? Okay, not too bad. Thank you very much. So, just I will go fast in this case on some of the first slide. Just to give you an update on our main figures. Up today we are 1.5 million paying subscribers, 23 million users, and we are live in 88 countries. The idea is more to show what are the next step for us. As you know, maybe we have a great integration with Facebook, so we are looking for the 700 million Facebook users all over the world. And of course, because now we are recruiting more through mobile than through the web, we will go on all the smartphones who are available. And at the end of 2013, that means that we will be able to be live in 200 territories. So just to know about what is DEEZER, of course, is a music platform. That means that we have an agreement with mostly all the record labels and publishers. And the idea is, when you have all this agreement, what are you doing with the music? How you will provide the best experience to the end user who will have to discover new music. So to do so, we have two ways of distributing music. The first will be direct through Facebook or the Open API. I will discuss about that a little bit after. And the indirect way will be with big partners, such as telco. Maybe you heard about the deal we have with Orange or Deutsche Telekom. And after that, of course, the idea is to be on all the connected devices available. So today, of course, you heard about mobile, you heard about PC, you heard about cars, but tomorrow we will be available on more and more devices. That's the idea. Of course, you heard also about the last years about music. It was on the music industry. It was a very hard time because the model has to change. The internet changed the rule. But after that, what is happening, and it's great news, that we see a big increase in inflation in the music market, that for the first time, maybe you had that in the press, you heard that for example, in the UK, now the digital is more important than the physical market. So there's really a high potential on digital. Why there's such huge potential is also because now that you are more and more connected with a lot of devices, you can bring your music everywhere. And that's really the future. That means that now you will have it on your mobile, you will have it on the car, you will have it even in your fridge. The idea is really everywhere. So, as I was saying, we have two ways of acquiring direct subscriber and indirect. I will go a little bit deeper on one case, give you a case study, what is quite important for you to give you some information about that. The idea is we're using a lot Facebook. Of course, we are not the only one doing that, with many things to do with them. But the idea is to give you an idea of what is the viral effect of Facebook. So, for example, when you have some of your friends doing a post, a music post on Facebook, that means that you have 20 people who click on it. Of course, you have much more people have a read on it, but really click on it. And that means, for DEEZER, that brings a new register. And at the end, what is really extraordinary is that it's a new RP for us and for the music industry behind. So you can see how huge is the potential with Facebook. Today, we have launched in 88 countries with them, with Facebook, and we have a lot of potential, of course, as they are the main social network in a lot of countries. For example, Indonesia or even Russia, there's a lot of potential over there. So that's for giving you an idea on what is a post from a user. And if you take a case of asking to an artist to promote, what will happen? For the artist, the idea is, for example, you take here, it was in Spain, okay? Spain is a very difficult market where people have, artists have very hard time to sell music over there. So we try through the digital to help them. And the idea was, okay, the artist posts on his Facebook fan page, and after that, what will happen? The idea is you have a virtual cycle. That means that when the artist posts, as for the slide before, that means that many people, of course, click on the post. What happens after that is when you click on it, you go on DEEZER, you listen to the track, and what happened behind is, of course, because we have a top chart on our website, for the artist, at the end, thanks to this kind of operation, it will become in the top position on the website, in the top album, in the top track. So that means that it's a wonderful promotion tool for the artist at the end. And of course, you have many radio, also others kind of promotion who will have a look on DEEZER and say, oh, wow, I want this artist, I want to promote this track. So that gives you an idea about what we can do with Facebook. The other idea what I want to share with you, it was about the Open API. The Open API is really, we have built DEEZER on a website. The idea is really, if you compare to other technical system, it's really different, and the idea is to open our base to everyone, and that means that everyone can use all our API to build a new DEEZER if you want, of course, but the idea is to have a new features and new apps coming. So the idea, you will find everything you have on DEEZER. That means the user data, the playlist, the favorites. You have an SDK for web, for mobile. You have 18 million tracks available. You have a direct streaming available also. And what is great is that we are available in 100 countries soon, and more 200 at the end of the year. So you can really, if you want to build an app, if you want to do it on a portal, if you want to, I don't know, everything you have in your mind, you can use DEEZER, this DEEZER API, and build your own ecosystem. After that, what is great is each time you will provide a stream or a subscriber, the revenue will go back to the music industry. So yeah, just to give you an example on an app that it has been just developed, is Edging. It's an iPhone app. So it's an example of what they plug on our API. It's, as you see on the top left, it's okay, an iPhone app where you can choose a track on DEEZER. You connect to the DEEZER API. You choose a top track. Then you go, for example, it was Coldplay. You go on choosing the track on your Coldplay song, and then you just play it on your iPhone. So the idea is really you don't have to launch the DEEZER apps on iPhone. You don't have you just have to connect to your account, and it's like that. So that means that for DEEZER, the idea is everywhere you are, on every device or I don't know, new portal, we want to create new experience, musical experience for our user. So that's the idea. At the end, just to finish, let's give you an idea of what will become behind. It's the music consumption. The idea is today we are around 50 hours. We are with a Facebook connection to 60 hours per month using DEEZER. Of course, that brings behind a high satisfaction rate, and that means that people get back on music and get back value. That is the most important thing, is getting value to music, and then when you have value to something, you are ready to pay for it. So that's the idea, and that's the last point about how we engage people and how we monetize the website and all the apps.
Thank you very much. I'll just keep you out there. We're going to change up the computer in a minute. Can I ask you, music is shifting and changing, and it says so much about communities, European communities, North America, Asia. What trends are you seeing in music at the moment that maybe we haven't seen before? 10, 20 years ago it was hip hop, you know, there was things. What sort of things that the data is showing you from DEEZER that the audience might be interested to know about?
Yeah, that's a hard question because I'm not a music specialist, but the idea is what we have developed is that we have, as you can imagine, a huge database about what kind of people
Yeah, I'm interested in the data, yeah.
Exactly, and on the data, we are able to crunch all the data and see if there is a new music coming. Not what you already listen on your radio or on DEEZER, what is coming next. And what will be the top chart in the coming months, and that's something we are working and share with the labels. But for the moment, we are crunching all these data because we are live in 88 countries for 4 months now, so we just start.
Nice. Thank you very much. Great presentation.
You're
Really
welcome.
appreciate it.